struggle. You know, we came from an era of a single-party dictatorship that had criminalized political association and freedom of expression. Eventually, we managed to remove Section 2A and finally bring in a new constitution in 2010. But this new constitution was finally a compromise. It was still a work in progress. There are several areas which still need to be looked at, particularly the devolution chapter. But in the devolution, we talked about equity in sharing of resources in our country. Not equality. Equity in sharing of resources in our country. That means you actually take count of the numbers of the people where they are, because the services are primarily first and foremost to the people. So one of the points that was discussed extensively during these deliberations in Limuru, according to information that we now have, is this issue of resource sharing of our country. Somehow this thing has been misrepresented as if it is discriminating against other parts of our country. Nothing could be further from the truth. It is not a question of discrimination. We want to ensure that each and every Kenyan gets a fair share of resources created by our sweat. This is what it is. It cannot be right that some children should get more money as for bursary than other children in other parts of the country. And I think this is a conversation which, if we have it openly, in an open dialogue, we'll be able to convince majority of our people that this is the right way to go. And that's why in the PBI, we had proposed it. We proposed it, some people don't want to hear it. But we want to ensure that each and every Kenyan is fairly treated, equally treated. And that's why we're saying, we agree with this phrase that is one man, one vote, one shilling. I agree totally with this. I'm never a populist. I always talk with my mind openly. I know that it may not be very popular in some quarters, but let us have this conversation. As a people, let us have this conversation. Secondly, Kenyans are hurting, but I'm going to talk about that on another occasion, not today. But know that Kenyans are hurting seriously currently, and the proposals which are contained in the finance bill are going to add a lot of burden on the people of Kenya. And that's why I'm going to speak about that separately. But here, I want to thank them for coming to share this report with us, and we wish them luck in whatever they're doing as a people. Kenyans must stand together as one people. Let us unite as one people to ensure that we guard very selflessly the gains that we have already made, and unite also so that we can continue to open up the democratic space for our people, for the future generation. I thank you.
Thank you. Asante sana. Do you have any question? We're only going to take 2 questions. We start with you, Brian. Come. Step forward. Just come. Your media house and the name.
Right Honorable, my name is Brian Mushiri of NTV. On the issue of one man, one vote, one shilling, and a day or two ago, Honorable Jeremiah Kioni came out to say that Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has now seen the light on this push of one man, one vote, one shilling. If there is that push, are you willing to work with Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua?
Well, I'm working with everybody in this country. Nobody specifically. President Gachagua is a member of the government. And as you know, yesterday, the government pledged that